And it's just a very big belief system within you that says I can manifest the small things, but I can't manifest the big things. And once you shift that out, you'll start seeing it showing up. This is what I tell people about. Somebody in Vancouver said, I'd like to go on that trip, but I can't afford whatever the cost of it is. And I said, just make the commitment, sign up, put down a deposit, and then just watch. And you'll start seeing the ways for it to manifest and show up. The great lesson that I learned from my teacher, Abraham Maslow, was to detach from outcome. Your goal is to have a television show and to have it broadcast out there and everything. I would suggest that you shift that away from that outcome to my goal is just to serve as many people as I possibly can, and I am doing exactly that. I am in the process. I am that which is, the divine presence that allows all of this to happen. And funding's actually easier than having a makeup person show up. I mean, people have got all of these, they do. I don't know how to get a makeup person, but I know how to get the funding. And I knew how to do that when I was in the orphanage, when I had nothing, because I've just never had an internal belief system that money is a reason to stop me from doing anything. So money has never been much of a thing that I ever put my attention on. And because I don't think much about money and I give most of it away that I get anyway, it just shows up. It just shows up. And I can't stop it from coming in. It's like because I'm not attached to it.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say to you when people say, well, that's easy for you to say. After all, you're Wayne Dyer. But I was Wayne Dyer in an orphanage,
Exactly.
And I was Wayne Dyer on the east side of Detroit, making 50 cents an hour bagging groceries and carrying out ashes and, and delivering pizzas, and enlisted man in the Navy and a school teacher. I had people say you can't make money as a school teacher. My God, when I was a school teacher, I had so many different ways of making additional money, that I didn't know what to do with it. Cash would come in. I'd go home with brown paper bags full of it and things, because I've just never had an internal belief system that says that it won't show up. I've always just known that money is not a reason to do or not to do anything. And people say, well, that might be something that you can say, but that's not reality. It's my reality. It's a knowing that I have that the universe will provide me with the opportunity. The world is filled with money. There's so much of it out there, and it's just, you're just not aligned with it. And when you do align with it and just proceed and just take on this project, especially now with the internet, my God, the internet, you can put stuff on YouTube, you can put stuff on Facebook, you can put it on Twitter, and millions of people are out there, checking it out. When I did Erroneous Zones and took it across the country back in the 70s, the only way you could reach everybody in the country was, one, go on the Tonight Show, the Today Show, the Donahue Show, the Dinah Shore Show, Merv Griffin, Mike Douglas, or if you couldn't get on those shows, then the only other way was to go to everybody in the country, which is exactly what I did. I just got in my car, took my books, and went to virtually every state at my own expense and just went out there doing it. And when I say my own expense, that meant sleeping in the car a lot of times and walking into hotels and taking showers, in hotels that people had already left when the door was still open. It was it was just always now. It's such a different time now. I don't even have a computer, but my kids do. I bought so many of them for my kids. And it's like you can use that internet to just make anything happen. You just got to have a knowing that the universe is aligned with you. It will provide it, and just go with that, kiddo. I don't know what else to say about that.
You do not attract in life what you want. You attract what you are. And being what you are is like living the virtues. And the virtues are, and you talked about it, first is reverence for all of life, which is really compassion, towards everything and everyone, and living that, so that if you had been thinking in terms of how can I best serve my friend who is going through a miscarriage at this time, compassion would have been what Lao Tzu would have urged you to do. Put your arms around her, let her know how much she is loved, how much she is cared, rather than giving her a lecture about, that she attracted this into her life because of something that she was thinking. The second thing is a natural sincerity. That's the second of the cardinal virtues, which is just manifested as pure honesty and kindness. And the third is gentleness. And the fourth is service to others. Like if you look at your hands, just take right now a look at your hands and look at both of your hands and say, these are the hands of God. If I am a piece of God, these are the hands of God. What does God do with God's hands? If you could imagine God with hands, okay? Or Source with hands. All that Source can do with their hands, as ever has done, is give. is offer, is provide, is to be compassionate, is to be loving. And when you are like that, you align yourself then with source energy, because it now recognizes what it is. It is also a giving medium. It is only giving and offering and serving and loving. And when you do that, that's when the angelic teachers, that's when the guides, that's when it begin to connect with you, because you are now operating on the same wavelength that they are. And that's when all of the things that you would like to see show up in your life begin to manifest, because you are living from there rather than using this higher consciousness level to ask for something that I would like to have. Please give me this. Give me peace. Give me more love. Give me a BMW. Give me a Rolex, whatever it might be. Instead of saying, if that's what you want to do, then you need to thinking in terms of whatever it is that anybody else is going on, happening for them in their life, that the happiness that you wish for yourself, the joy that you wish for yourself, want it more for them than you want it for yourself. Act on that wanting, and then see how you feel by doing that, and then just watch what happens for you in your own life. And then it shows up, and you're not attached to it, and that's when you reach the highest levels. That's the place that I'm at in most of the time in my life.